worth it? Should you sign up for Canva Pro or is the free version enough? My answer would be depends who's asking. Now, because I like short summaries and I like to get straight to the point, I'm going to give you a short answer as to whom Canva Pro is worth it for, and then I'm going to get into the details. So if you are a Canva personal user, so if you like an occasional wedding card, birthday card, or you just do a little bit of designs here and there, you don't need Canva Pro. Canva Free is more than enough. However, if you need Canva for your work purposes, so if you are a blogger, any kind of content creator, social media manager, if you're a small business owner, and you need to create graphic designs quickly without even depending on a graphic designer or without outsourcing it, then for sure Canva Pro is worth it. So if you are a professional graphic designer, and you probably know this already, so I don't need to answer it, if you're doing lots of very high quality designs or dealing with very large files and very complicated tweaks to your editing of your visuals, then Canva Pro is, yes, it's worth it, but actually Canva Pro is not enough. You would need more advanced software like Adobe, like Illustrator or Photoshop. So that's a short summary. All right, let's jump into the details. But the way we do this is as follows. Firstly, I will share my personal review of why I think Canva Pro is worth it for small business owners and content creators. So I will tell you the features of Canva Pro that I use the most, that help me the most, and that I think is, worth it to sign up for Canva Pro. And another way we will do this is I will show you two accounts. So when I show you the features, I will show you what I can do with Canva Pro and what, since I cannot do with Canva Pro, and if I have Canva Free, then how do we do it over there? So then you can analyze whether, doing it in the free version is enough for you, or getting Pro is worth it because it makes your work quicker, more elegant and, more systematic, more structured. So that is up to you. If you do decide to try it out exactly like this, even if you have a Canva Free account, keep it the way it is. And because you're asking Canva Pro is worth it, so I guess you don't have Canva Pro. So there's a link in my description. Just go to Canva Pro, get a 30-day trial, keep your two accounts and compare them. And then see if you want to sign up. So let's dive in.
Okay, so let's start with my favorite features versus like other features, because there are a lot of differences, but I want to show, first with the features that I like. Now I have a separate video on that as well, which is, the top features of Canva Pro that I like. But let me just go through this because I have the blog post here, and I can also link this in the description so you can like read through it. It's like a really huge blog post. I think it's like a few thousand words or something. Yeah, it's like 8,000 words. So I divided that up into like the features that I like the most and then the other ones. So let's get started. The first one is the free templates and the photos and the stock elements basically. So just going to show you like a basic difference. So if I example look for, let me just go to templates here, like let's take something very simple like Instagram post, how do I say that, minimalistic, for example. And I don't want to look at my content, but I want to go here, and you see like you have a lot of different types of minimalistic possibilities. And you go to, this is my Canva Free version, by the way. So I just want to show you both. I opened my Canva Free in Firefox and the other one Chrome. So I'm just going to look for this as well. I don't have a lot of designs here, so you will see a lot of these are pro versions. So when it's just like when you go through it, or like especially if you do carousels, yeah. So of course this is the pro version, so everything is possible. I can just like take any of these, but if you go here, then a lot of the nice ones are actually, the ones that I like are usually more pro. Again, it doesn't make a difference because you can also just like look at it and like copy it, but it just helps to have the template. And of course, don't get me wrong, there are thousands and millions. How much was that? Like 2 million templates available. So you just have to see what works for you. I guess for me, the advantage is that I don't have to like, oh, I really like this, but I cannot copy it. And I have to like take it from, like build it from scratch, or like I have to substitute it with something else that I don't want. And it's just like too much hassle and too much thinking and too much stress for like 12 euros a month. So I don't like that. I like having the templates available. And that being said, I do have a lot of my own templates. So, by the time, like I've been using Canva for so many years that I have built up my own templates. So I don't necessarily need to look at other templates or copy them. So I just do mine like almost from scratch because I kind of have the template. But if I do need something new, then it's really helpful to have those templates. What matters to me more are the photos and the elements, stock elements and all of that. So let me show you an example here as well. I have this, for example, I just look for woman with laptop, and I just want to like an image of a woman holding a laptop or working at a laptop or something like that, and I want to see her face. So again, here there are lots of possibilities. So yeah, it doesn't matter, you can just choose anyone from here. But if you go to the free version, and you see a lot of the ones which are the really nice images are all pro. Like I have one here which is free, like this is free. Honestly, the image quality is not that great. Then you have this one. I mean, she's just doing thumbs up, but she's not really working at it. Like this is pro, this is pro. All the nice ones that I would like to use are pro. Here you have this, but you know, can't see her face. This is like a very overused image. A lot of people have used it in different places. The ones that are without, like free, you see the faces are not there, or you can't really see them working, sitting and working. And if it's there, then the quality is not that great, which makes sense, right? Like people who are submitting these images, also if the image quality is that high, then they, you know, want to be paid for it. Whereas if it's not that great, then, you know, they're okay to not being paid for it. So that's why for me, when like I use Canva so regularly and I use so many images that it kind of like builds up and adds up. But again, that's a very personal thing. If you are okay without the, you know, pro images, or for, you know, like even videos and graphics and all, if it's you know, like here also, if I see graphics, a lot of the nice ones are pro, right? So it does make a difference. Like you can say, yes, Canva has a lot of free things, but if you're really taking Canva seriously for your business, for your brand, for your everyday work, then definitely pro, and you can feel a difference in the pro and the free. So that was the biggest difference. That's why templates and the stock media is quite important for me. Cloud storage as well. Yes. Why? Because I create a lot of content on Canva. Like it really depends on how much you use it. So if you use it, for example, for videos, they take up a lot of space, or you have a lot of image heavy files, it also take up a lot of space, and I really don't need to save anything or download anything on my laptop. So I do download thumbnails because I need to, but a lot of these, like I just, you know, store them, I upload them directly from there, because you have the planner, the content planner also, from where you can, you know, upload it. So it just helps me to have the folders and the storage and everything organized in Canva, and I don't need to like download it, and I can create as much content as I want, and I don't have to go back and delete something because I created too much and I don't have space for it. Because with videos, it adds up. Okay, then you have DreamLab. I don't want to get into DreamLab details over here because there's another video I'm going to link in the description, and you can check that out for my DreamLab tutorial on how I used it and what are my experiments and what I've, you know, discovered with it, what I like, what I don't like, how it works. So just go check that out. But the DreamLab, just to give you a little gist, is it's the image generation tool of Canva. So if you just open it here, and you can just give the right prompts to create like a lot of different kinds of images, graphics. You can see how much I've used DreamLab. I constantly keep trying to create like new elements, new images for my blog, for my social media, for LinkedIn, for YouTube, for kind of everything, right? I use it. You also have DreamLab free version, but you only have like 20 credits. You can only use it 20 times. But here you have like 500. I think I've used more than, I've used like 50 for this month. So yeah, it really depends if you're going to be using so much often. If not, free version is absolutely fine, right? For me, I like having DreamLab because I do a lot of experiments with it and a lot of my custom images with it. And honestly, in the world of AI, like why shouldn't you be using AI generated images, right? You can, because it's like so realistic. I mean, look at that. It's just so realistic that you don't even have to hunt for your own images. So moving on, the next one is brand kits. Yeah, this is again like super helpful because, for example, let's say I want to just like take an image and I want to apply my brand elements, and I have everything saved here. I have multiple color palettes, I have logos, I have my fonts, I have photos, I have graphics, I have icons. So I just like, okay, I go slap this on and it's done, right? Or I just put the colors in and then I'm done. So like I apply this. Yeah, in this case you won't see because there's a photo, but if it's graphics, it will change the colors. Let me see, I did that somewhere. Here was it, in my video of my free versus pro, but I'm going to try to show you here as well. So let's say I'm just going to apply an image, a graphic, and I put in this, and then this is the brand style of this one. And here, if I go to my brand kit, I have multiple brand kits here. I have the primary and secondary. I can apply this one, I can apply this one, I can apply this one. It changes colors and it shuffles. you can apply like a lot of different colors. I think this brand kit has, here if I see it, has like so many colors over here. And then I have multiple brand kits, and I have multiple brands, like the managed clients that I manage and their brand kits, and I have all of these. And also in the brand kit you can upload your own fonts, and you can maintain your brand font everywhere. You don't have to go with the Canva fonts. You cannot do that in the free version. You can also like take a design and save it as a template, so that's also super helpful in the brand kit. So generally, and in this free brand kit you only have like 3 colors, I think. I'm just going to put flyer here as well, right? This has an image, so maybe not the best, but okay, it'll just convert everything else, I guess. Okay, so here, and this is a color palette, and you can use like a different color palette, and here it gives you combinations, but you can have, like in this case, I have this as my brand kit, and I cannot add many more colors. I can only have 3 colors, so it does not give that much depth and dimension in the image like it would do if you have a brand kit, and you can have like 10-15 different colors in your brand kit. So that is another thing that is helpful. The magic switch, background remover, eraser, so all of this Magic Studio elements, they are so super helpful. So like switch, background remover, and grab, let's just do them quickly. So now let's say I have this flyer and I just want to resize it and put a different, make this in a different size. So I can just go resize, I choose my size, I click on it, and I can just resize. And you cannot do that here. So if you need to change formats, especially if you have a lot of social media content and you need to change formats, obviously you need this one-click things. But in the free version, what you would have to do is you have to create a separate design and then put the elements one by one, and then you have to change them. The background remover is, it's simple. Like I can just click here, and this is my pro version. So if I just remove background, it will just remove the gray over here, the clouds. So you just click and it's gone. And in the free version, yeah, you can't do that. So like if I click here, I can't like background remover. As you see, it's pro version, so I can't like remove it and change the images when I want. The magic grab one is also very interesting because you can like take an image. I'm just gonna take an image here, and you can take like an image like that. For example, let's say I only want the woman, and you go to edit and you go to magic grab. So what it does is that it separates the foreground from the background. So you see it has clicked her as one object, and you click and you grab, and now when it separates the two, you can do anything that you want in between the 2 elements, or you can just remove the element, or you can just color it something else, or you just remove it. And this is not the background remover thing, because if you see, the background remover removes the background completely. What the magic grab does is that it separates the one object from the background, the foreground from the background, or different objects as well. So if I just click here and I click here, so now it's just separating it, and now I can separate that. I can make this, I can change the colors of this one, for example, without touching her. I'm not touching her yet. So here I can just, for example, reduce, I make it like that, and she still is untouched. So it is not if I just take the background remover tool, if I take it and I click on background remover, it just removes the background, right? So that's the difference between magic grab and background remover. Again, my very, very favorite tools. Eraser lets you just erase. So let's say I don't want this particular cloud in here, and now I want to get rid of it. So you just take the eraser and just erase it. I mean, it's literally what it says. It's just the eraser. Quite good, this tool. So what it does is that it just erases the part that you don't want, and it blends in with the rest of the background. So that's super helpful. Like this little things I don't want, a little imperfection here I don't want, and you can just like change all of that, right? Okay. So switch, remover, grab, eraser, and expand. So if I just do this one and I want to expand, maybe I want to add some more elements to the right or something. So let's see. I've tried it. It doesn't work perfectly with all images, but with some images can be actually quite good. So if I just do freeform and I say, okay, I want a little bit more this side, and I say expand. Right, so it just expanded the image over here. See, it looks so perfect that you can't even make out that it was not there in the first place, right? So it just makes your image bigger. Now it's like, and it gives you different possibilities here. So here, this is one. Let us just generate, then we can see the different possibilities. But this is one. You see, this part is a little bit different depending on. This is one. This is one. Depends how you want it. Like for me, this one was okay. This one is also okay. So yeah, I can just go with any of these, right? It depends really on what you want. Here you have this little thing in the right, which you don't want, then you can just do that, right? So it really depends on how much you want it to expand and how much you want to cover and exactly what. So you just have to play it around a little bit. Yeah, that's how I use the tool. Download images with transparent background. This one is quite straightforward. So let's just take a different one. And let's say I do or I can just take a logo. Let's say I make this logo and this part should be blank. Now, if I download it just like that in here, in Canva free, then this will come as a whole background. I cannot get rid of the white, right? And if you're going to get rid of the white, then again you have to upload it and do the background remover, for which you also need Canva Pro, so that doesn't really work. And over here you can just download it, we can make it as PNG and select transparent background. Over here, if you want to do the same thing, and I'm just going to show you something. It doesn't have to be like, yeah, this is off, so I cannot download it with a transparent background, but here I can, this one. So that is super helpful, because a lot of times I create like these PNG images and I want to put them on a design or on a landing page, and I don't want the background to be there. Like I have one, just show you quickly. It was this one. So I wanted this without the background, so I just put this on a black background, and I just got this one out from Canva without the background. So that's also helpful. It's not just logos, because cutouts of people, stickers, not stickers because that's different, but yeah, elements and, all kinds of logos, all of these. It's so easy to do it when you don't get the background. Okay, then we have the social content planner, which is pretty straightforward. You go here, and then you go here, and then you can go here, social. I think mine is not connected right now, but you can continue with desktop, and it says it has to be longer than 3 seconds, and I want to post it as a JPEG, and it's fine. And I can just so it connects to my Instagram. I can just add a caption and publish it now, and it will come on my Instagram, which is obviously quite helpful if you don't have a social tracker, and if you don't want to download images, and then you can just directly publish it from Canva. You don't have that option here. So here it's like you have to connect it, and then you have, sign up for Canva Pro, and then you will get all the advantages of that. I do that sometimes, because sometimes I'm like, okay, I just create something and I just post it directly from there. But if you're using a scheduler, then, a different scheduler like Buffer or Hootsuite or Later or any of these, then you probably need to download your designs and upload them there. But if you want to upload them directly from Canva, that is possible. Okay, save designs as brand templates. So you can take, like, let's say I have a lot of brand templates here, like designs I use very often. So it's like my thumbnails and my tutorial folders and my, mockups. So these are things that I use very regularly. So I just save them as a brand template. You don't have that option in Canva free. So you can then just save it. And every time you want to, see the guide, use it, you just go back to it, and you can just, add another one like that. So it's, as I said in the beginning of this, video, that I have a lot of different templates that I use for my everyday work, because it's in my brand style and voice and look and feel and everything. But yeah, if you don't need that, then it's not so helpful for you. But just like the brand kit, brand templates for me are also very great. Replace images across designs. So what it essentially does is, if you go here and you go to folders, and you go to designs, I think it's over here. For example, let's say I want to replace this image across designs. So maybe I have used this one across in many designs, and I can just replace it. And it will find where all I have these images, and it will just replace it over there. So I don't have to go into, each and every design one by one, and then update everything. So that, imagine the time that was going to take, especially if you want to update something like a logo or something. It will take forever for you to go to each design and then replace it. So that is my replace images across design. Magic Animate, what it lets you do is that if you want to add animation to a design, so I'm just going to find again like a flyer. So let's say this one, let's say I want this to be a GIF, and I want to add animation to all of this. So let's say I have a presentation and I want to add animation to all of that. So I can just go here, and I can do animate, and I can do page and magic animate. And it will add like a custom animation to each of these. So I don't have to animate them one by one, right? So if I play it, elegant, and then you can choose your style: bold and energetic, professional, right? So imagine if you have a PowerPoint presentation and you want things to come one by one, then you can easily just click on this, and then let's say you add professional, and what you can do. So that's really helpful, especially if you're not particular about the kind of animation you want, you just need it to be interactive and dynamic, then that's really helpful. So these are my favorite features. There's also a separate video on that where I go through each of the tutorial, like one by one, which ones I like, and why it makes so much of a difference. But then I will move on now to the other features that are there of Canva Pro. They're not my favorite. I do use them sometimes, but it's important to know these features, because you might be having different use cases than I do. You might be using Canva in a very different way, and then this will be helpful for you.
On that note, I also wanted to share that I have a course on Canva Creative Effects. So interesting, special kind of design effects that you never knew you could do with Canva. So essentially what I did is I explored over 500 apps in the Canva App Store and selected a few favorite ones with which you can create special effects for your colors, backgrounds, images, text, type, all kinds of typography effects. So I explored a lot of them, chose my favorite ones, and I am creating a course on that. So if you are interested, there's a link in the description. Do sign up for the waitlist. I would love to have you on board and have, go through this journey of Canva apps together.
Okay, so now let's look at the other features that Canva Pro has that I don't use as much, but they're there. One is Magic Design. So Magic Design is like a design generator. So if you just say, for example, here, I've opened Magic Design. All the links will be in the description, so you can try them out. You have Professional Internal Policy Update Presentation. That sounds very formal. Let's look at this one. Colorful YouTube banner for a book review vlog, and I do generate design, and it generates a design for me, right? So, and in the difference is that in Canva Pro, in the free version, you have 10 uses, and here in the Pro, you have the unlimited uses. So now it just generated the YouTube banner. So it's an AI tool, and it generates only with a few words. You have to just tell it what you want, and it can generate different options. For me, it's not so bang on. I honestly prefer DreamLab because it's more accurate, and it's more, I can give a very detailed prompt and I say exactly what I want. But if you want a quick, easy tool like this to generate something very specific and something very easy, then Magic Design is great, right? I don't use it much, but yeah, I know people who use that as well. So okay, then you have Magic Write, which is basically you can ask it to create text. The reason I don't use it so much is because I use ChatGPT or other AI tools, but you can also write here, like you have Magic Write, and then you give a task like write a blog post about Canva features or Canva Pro or whatever, right? And you generate it. So it's just writing something, right? I don't give very detailed prompts here. Again, as I said, I don't really use the writing feature of Canva because I don't think it's the best. I don't think Canva Magic Write again, I might be biased, but it is a design tool, so I haven't used it for writing. I'm not sure if it's as good as ChatGPT or any of the other writing tools, but you can always try it out. So the important thing to know in this video is that it exists. You can create, ask it to generate text. The next one is Magic Media. So just like Magic Design, it also is an AI tool that generates design an image for you. So in design, it generates a design, and in media, it generates the images or video. So you have, and the difference is that in the Pro version, you have a lot more uses. Like in the free version, you have 50 uses, and the Pro version, you have 500, and here you have 5 versus 50. I don't use this a lot because I don't generate images and videos like that. If I want to generate images and designs, I actually do it in DreamLab now. But Magic Media is also not that, and you can try out some different options. Like let's try out a few here. Sunrise over snow-capped mountains is prompting. So we can also say a dog playing with a ball. I can say, let's see what happens if I say a dog and cat playing with the ball, right? So I just say generate AI images, and it's trying different options. So with Magic Media, you can generate images, graphics, and videos. So here it has, this is one option, which is not bad actually, huh? This is one option, right? This is also quite cute. I don't see the ball here though, but okay. Then you have this one, which is also quite kind of nice. And you also have this one. So this is not my favorite, but I do like this one. Oh, that is super cute. I do like this one a lot, right? And it is quite accurate. You can, quite nice. You have different styles that you can choose. So you have filmic, photo, high flash, moody, a lot of different options. And you can choose, for example, if I choose soft focus, and then it can generate a GIF, and it will give you some options. So yeah, you can try out different possibilities. Again, as I said, I use DreamLab, but if you don't have DreamLab so many users, or if you really want to, do a very simple, quick, and you don't want a detailed prompts, because in DreamLab, you have to give very detailed prompts. I will just show that to you to generate exactly what you want. So here's my DreamLab. And you will see here, I have very detailed prompts on what I want it to generate. Right here, you can just give simple instructions. I think you can put 300 characters and then generate what you want. Okay, so here it generated now different based on the styles that we wanted. Oh, this cat looks angry and deformed, but this one, that's quite nice. Look a little bit more dangerous, but the style is different. You see the colors, lighting. This is a little bit more bright pop party. This is a little bit more soft and natural. And I'm going to put actually the same command in the video, and then we're going to see what it generates. again, as I said, Canva Free also has this. So here you have media, text, and then here you have 5 users and you have 50 users. So that's a big difference. And you have text to image, which is 500 versus 50. So really depends on how much you use it. If you don't use it a lot, then the free version is good as well. Let's go back to the video. Okay, it's still generating. Okay, let's see what it generated. It's quite nice. It's quite realistic. Look at that. I wonder how long this is. I'm just going to delete that now. I'm just going to add this. That's super nice. You can generate again and then you can choose different options, I guess. Let's see what it gives us. I'm going to add this one. And that looks like this, and this one looks like this. So this one is a little bit deformed because I don't know what's happening to this cat. It's becoming a cat and a dog at the same time. Okay, this one is better. But again, you can add more information about, where it want the setting to be. Is it indoor? Is it outdoor? And what color of the ball you want, and what kind of a dog you want, and what color of a cat you want, and just give more details. I just gave you a brief example of what the difference is. So this is really good to have. But again, remember that it is available in the free version if you have limited usage. Okay, now let's look at translate. So you can translate text directly in Canva. So let's go back to this one, for example, this text, and then you can go to just select it, and then you can go here to apps, and then here you see translate. So you can just click on translate, and it asks you which language, and let's say I don't know, Bosnian, and you translate it, and it will translate it over for you and put it over here for you. In the free version, let's see if it has. So when you go to apps and you do translate, it can translate pages. So let's see, and Bosnian, and it tells you that you cannot because you have to upgrade. So you don't have this feature available here, but here you can. So it has automatically translated into Bosnian over here. Of course, you can use any other app, but since it's here, then, why not? I haven't tried this. Again, as I said, this is one of my lesser used apps, so I haven't tried it. And I don't know if the translations are accurate and if there are any errors or, grammatical spelling. I don't know if there are any errors. But yeah, you can, of course, try it out and see if that works for you and if it's good enough, or you need to try it, go to a different app. Then you have linking folders and brand kits. It's basically, if you go to, I'm just going to go away from here now, and you go here to your projects and you go to a folder. So let's say I have folders for different brands. I have my digital content tab, and then I have my Ignite, which is another brand, and you can go to the folder and you can add new, and you can add your brand template or your brand kit over here. Let me, if I go here, and let's see if I go here. Here it tells you can add brand kit, because I think in Ignite I already have a brand kit added. So you can add a brand kit and you can apply it to that folder and you can link it. So any designs that you create which are in this folder will be applicable with that brand kit. So anyone who has access to your folder will have access to your brand kit. Not super relevant for me, but it works. Design approvals, this is more like a team feature. So if you have a brand template and then you want someone to send it to you for approval before, it's not team, it's more like collaboration. So people can submit it to you for approval, which is not there in Canva Free. But I use mostly myself, and I just work with my freelancers one-on-one. So they don't really technically need to submit it for approval. They can just say, hey, can you just check it out? But if you have a lot of designers and you have a lot of projects to manage, then you have to really have a good content system for approvals. So you need to, then this feature will be helpful for you. Same with brand kits. So if you are using the brand kit across many people, then you can, this feature will come in handy, but it's mostly me using it. So I don't use this feature a lot. Media tagging is simply that you can go to any images, designs, or whatever, and you can add a tag here. Let me see, go here, and then you can add tags here. So you can have, for example, if you want all the dog, or Canva, for me, I have different content that I create, so I can just add a tag to everything. This is my Canva content, this is my SEMrush content, this is my AI content. So I can just add different tags, and then you can find it with those tags. So if you have you can apply so many different tags, and some ideas of tags are also, if you go to there, and if you look for an image, for example, photos, and you see it will also have a lot of tags applied to here. See, these are people, Bollywood, adults only, whatever, all the keywords are applied. So it's tag works a little bit similarly like that. You can apply the tag, and then it just becomes so much easier to hunt for the images by the tags. And there you go.
that was the main difference between Canva Free and Canva Pro, and the features that I find most useful of Canva Pro and why I use it, right? Now, another thing I wanted to share with you is that one of the things that I like most about Canva, and I have this about a few other tools like SEMrush as well, is that there are constantly new features coming in. There are upgraded features, features get more sophisticated, there are more AI tools coming in, also that you can make your work faster, better, more organized, more structured, cleaner, and more beautiful, right? So that is what I like about Canva, that it doesn't stay stagnant, that, okay, we did this and now it's there and you use this tool forever. No, there are constant updates. Almost every time I go into Canva, I discover something new that I could not do before. So that is another reason for me to, think that Canva Pro is worth signing up for. Of course, some features are there in Canva Free as well, that the upgrades come in Canva Free as well, which to be honest, I don't keep so much track of, but I know that if you have the Pro, there are some features that are constantly improved so that your design process, your design creation process, your social media sharing process is much faster and better. So that was my review of Canva Pro and why I think it's worth it. And thanks for watching this video, and let me know if you have any questions. Would love to connect in the comments.